My name is Frederique Murphy, and I'm the founder of the Maintain Moving Mindset approach.
And tell me, what brings you to this Congress?
Well, I'm actually been here for the third time in a row. In 2016, I was one of the speakers. And then between 2016 and 2017, Luis Altes and I, we started talking because they had some feedback that it would be nice to have someone on stage as the face, as someone to greet people, someone to close at the end of the day, someone to do the links between the speakers and someone to make the audience feel valued and the speakers feel valued. And then he says, and I was really honored, Frederique, you came to mind. So will you become our Mastermind Congress Master of Ceremonies? And I did it in 2017. And here we are, 2018, second year in a row.
So it seems like you like it.
I love it. You know, the team is wonderful. I believe in their vision. I love how dedicated and passionate they are. And I love to come here and be able to say that it's 18,000 plus people, all driven by digital transformation. It's an amazing platform, and it's an honor. And every time I say it on stage, it's an honor and a pleasure to be, and I feel part of the team. I feel part of the family, and the stage every year, it gets better and better, and the speakers and the quality of the show, I love it.
You tell me that everybody's here because of technology. We are so focused on that, like technology and digital world is so important, and I feel like we are missing this human contact. You are the perfect example that human contact must be there. So how do you feel about it?
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much. You know, this is my life. This is my career. I started as a change management consultant. And I think that I have always been very interested in the mind and the brain. And then I realized that I could combine my science background with the change management background, because over 9 out of 10 change management projects fail. And the reason why they fail is because of people. Resistance, lack of speed, huge run over time, run over money, and it's all because of the people. Because somehow, somewhere, they focused on the technology, and they forgotten the people, the users. And when the users will say, no, not doing this, the project will fail. So all of my career, I have been working, dedicating myself, really being committed to helping people move through change. And you know, with neuroscience, which I use, and positive psychology and behavior change, when I said the name of my company is Maintain Moving Mindset, and the way it works is that when your mindset is strong enough to move a mountain, you can do anything. And to move mountains is by leveraging the power of your mind to change your brain. And I love, and here when I'm on stage, like every day in this edition, I have given one brain tip, one new things that they learn about their brain, so that the attendees would learn better, have more fun, retain more information. And it's been amazing, and people have been feeling moving mountains.
What's the tip for today?
The tip for today, this morning, we did an entire recall. So it's a brain recall. So this morning, in one breath, I went through everything that happened yesterday with one word association with all of the speakers of yesterday. And I said, here is the speaker, and here was the one word for that topic. And then I know that the people were listening to me and reconnecting, thinking, recalling, and reprocessing, and it helps the brain retain the information. That's what we did today.
So, about this problem about technology and the mist of human contact, how do you see the future?
Hopefully, we'll continue to have enthusiastic people like us who know how important the human contact is, and we will still be there. One of the quotes that we used yesterday was, with most technology, powerful technology, it offers us a choice. it's never about how good the technology is, it is how good we are. And I think that's where the future is to never forget that we lead the change and we are the humans.
That's beautiful. I would like to stop here, but no. But let's continue.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people. We are talking all the time about artificial intelligence here, and there's a lot of that fear. People are scared. How do you feel about it?
This year, as you know, the Digital Business World Congress, the spotlight has been on AI. We had an entire AI-nomics track, and we had fascinating speakers yesterday. I mean, if you've missed it, come to DES 2019 because, it's going to be more and more. And back to exactly what we just said, it's about never forgetting that we are the humans and we control how we react and how we behave. The technology is helping. What I like to focus on is, for instance, if I could give you an example of an AI, concrete examples, because it's not AI is in the future. AI is already happening. And one example yesterday, listen to this. I was so choked up with it. It's so amazing. There was this one man called Jose Pedro Almeida who went to a hospital and saw a problem and decided, I need to solve it. A few months later, with a team, created an AI product, calls it the health robots. And he has the robots working for the patients. Because in that hospital, the problem was that there weren't enough doctors for the patients. And some patients were dying because of the lack of doctors, of not picking up on symptoms showing up. The product is analyzing over 500 billion data points. And the robots are sending alerts to the doctors when they are noticing a change. So this product, AI product with big data, every single day is actually saving lives in that hospital in Portugal. It is happening already. So with the fear, instead of the fear, I give you an inspirational AI story.
So about the data, tomorrow we are having this GDPR coming up. How do you think it will affect, or even how it will affect you?
So yesterday we had one speaker talk about that from Forrester Research, and it was great because, as you said, the deadline is coming tomorrow. Obviously, everyone knows, every business knows May 25th. In my experience, because you did ask for me, I found that I had very little changes to do because I already was GDPR compliant. I already was doing the right thing and the ethical things. So I had very little to change. Privacy policy was in place, and as a business we are always very respectful of, we're not adding people automatically onto lists. We were always making sure that we had explicit consent so we can continue communicating with them, and only if they wanted to communicate they can unsubscribe at any time. So for us, actually, I found the GDPR quite exciting because we reviewed processes and we streamlined a lot of our processes, and we realized, and sometimes there were maybe some data thinking, do you know what? We don't need this anymore. So let's just delete them. So it was really good to just get simpler and simpler and simpler. And I love how GDPR forced us, I'm going to use the word forced, but it's forcing businesses out there to really ask themselves the questions. How did I get this? But why do I keep it? And be always so ethical in how we're using it.
Getting to the end, why DES Madrid?
Why DES? I love the team. I think, as I said at the beginning, I feel part of the family. I'm really honored to be back every year on and year on. It's a very special atmosphere. And I think because the team is passionate, the team is driven, and it's a pleasure to work with enthused people, and it's easy to then take the stage on their behalf and be welcoming and know, even when I'm telling you this, I'm having little, it's the beauty of having for 3 days these 18,000 people entirely committed to take that next step, and how the show every year is helping those people know on Monday morning, this is my next digital transformation step.
We will have you next year.
I'm hoping. I haven't heard anything.
Last question, what's the word for today?
The word for the day: passion.